What's up, guys, gals, and gremlins, and welcome back to another episode of the 7 Days Mod Map Showcase with me, the one, the only, the Grimstone, that handsome devil you see on screen now. And today is the very first upload of 2024, so Happy New Year's to each and every single one of you, now or in the future when you see this. So, you'll notice if you watch my 7 Days Mod Map content before that this is a Monday and not a Friday, and this is going to be the new upload day for the Mod Map Showcase, so we will be calling it Mod Map Mondays, just because it sounds better, I guess. So today we've got a special one for you by none other than the one and only Fluffy Panda. Who else would it be? Now, this mod map has been up on the Nexus for a few weeks now. It came out just around Christmas time, or just before Christmas time, while I was on hiatus. And I promised Fluffy that as soon as I got back to work, I would be taking a look at that. So, without further ado, let's not burn up any more time, and let's just dive right in. Alright guys, so today we are taking a look at the Alpha 21 Ground Zero map by Fluffy Panda. Now this map is available in one size and one size only, that is 10K, and it is by design. And the mod map description on this particular map reads, the Fluffy Panda Alpha 21 Ground Zero 10K vanilla or modded map with custom height map, very large cities, and tons of towns for all you folks out there that love the mega cities maps. Now, this is a first for Fluffy. We have a bit of a backstory on this map, actually. So, your vessel has sunk, and you are forced to abandon ship near the island of Anihc, which is presumed to be Ground Zero. The zombie virus was claimed to have begun on this very island. It is still to be proven. Now, you will spawn off the coast, near the forest biome, so be prepared to swim whenever you do spawn into this map. And this map does come in a variety of flavors, so it is available in vanilla, Darkness Falls with the PEP POI pack, War of the Walkers, and Ravenhurst. Now this mod map has no other dependencies outside of the respective overhaul mods of, War of the Walkers or Ravenhurst, or whichever overhaul mod you decide to install. That's all you're going to need to pick up and play this particular map. So, let's take a look. Alright guys, so here we are inside of the 10K Ground Zero map by Fluffy Panda. Now, we do spawn out here in the water, just kind of out that general direction. Now, there are supposed to be some rafts that you spawn into, some life rafts. Now, we are in the vanilla version. And of course, we are also in God mode, obviously, and we do have zombies turned off, so we're not bothered. But there are supposed to be some rafts that spawn in just off the coast here. At least that's what it does say in the mod description. Now, I don't know if it's just an issue with vanilla or if it's an issue that needs to be addressed with the mod as a whole. But there actually are no rafts. I don't know if it's because they won't spawn in or because I may be missing some files. But if you load this map up and you happen to notice that there are not the rafts that are supposed to be here, they're strictly aesthetics. They serve no real purpose other than to add to the immersion of the map. So Fluffy, if you're watching this, this is something that may need to be addressed. And guys, if you do download this map, or when you do download this map and you do give it a try, if you do not have the rafts spawn in for you, just make sure to hop over to Nexus and leave Fluffy a message. Let him know, hey, there may be an issue with the mods. Or I'm sorry, not with the mods, with the rafts. So let's take a peek. We are all the way up here in the, it's not quite the northwest corner, but we are up here on the northwestern side of the map. And as you can see, these are where the rafts are supposed to spawn at, and none of them are there. So I don't know if it's just an issue that I'm having. I tried loading the map up a few times, but it's not that grand of a deal. Just when you load into the map, know you are going to spawn in one of these areas, and you're gonna need to swim. So you might want to hurry up and click through those opening little messages that you get, or install a mod that lets you skip the opening quests. As is the usual for our mod maps, we are going to fly around, take a look at some of the cities. As you can see, we've got some pretty big cities here. I'm gonna say they're just south of what a mega city would be. These cities are pretty damn big. And then you've got plenty of these smaller little towns and things like that gathered up all around the map. So we've got a nice blend, and I love the way that they're separated. We've got a nice blend of all the different biomes. We do have obviously a good chunk of our pine forest. We've got some burnt forest. We do have some wasteland. I don't think, actually, yes, we do have snow. This is the snow area, burnt forest, wasteland, and desert biomes. And they all seem to be nice and cordoned off by these rivers that run all throughout the map. And it's just really nicely done. Again, excellent job by Fluffy Panda as usual, making all of the biomes nice and integrated. So we're gonna start off with what's right in front of us. We're just gonna go explore this big city right here for a bit, take a look at some of the POIs, and then bounce around the map a bit. You guys know how it works. So let's hop out of the map, and we're just gonna go explore right over there. All right, so here we are running down the streets right here in the middle of that gigantic city that we took a look at. We just kind of jumped right over here into the middle of this little section right here, and we're just kind of waltzing our way down the street, taking in the sights. And we do have, as is a standard for Fluffy's vanilla setup, we do have a good blend of all of the vanilla POIs. Got a popping pills right here. Let's go ahead and get up in the air and see what we can see. So as you can see, this is a sprawling cityscape. Now on this particular skyline, I don't see any of the super big tier 5 POIs. I don't see any Dashong towers or things like that yet. I do see a pretty large POI way over there in the distance actually. And then there's a mid-sized one over there. It looks like one of the apartment complex POIs. As is the standard for all of his map generation, nice healthy blend in his large cities of all of the Looter's Paradise POIs. Have not found any of the residential stuff yet, but we are still early into this bit of exploration. Yeah, as you can see, make it a little bit higher. We're going to witness some pop out, but that's fine. And the higher I go, you can see the bigger this city is. It is not small. You will have a field day exploring around this map and just looting to your heart's content. And like I said, there are these nice rivers that kind of section off all these different areas. They section off all the different biomes that are actually over there in the distance, not rendered in. We're gonna jump around a bit. We're gonna go from here. We're taking a look. We can see all of this area right in here. So we're actually gonna start crawling the north, and we're going to come over here to the edge of this bit of burnt forest and snow. I'm going to run right through the burnt forest biome, right through the snow biome, take a look at what those places have to offer. Then we will wrap down and around through the coastline here. Let's see, what do we have up north? We may actually go up here to the northeastern corner and take a look at this area so that we can see kind of these three biomes meeting. But yeah, for now we are going to pop in right about there, which is, from where we are, way off yonder. So I will meet you guys there. All right, so here we are at the edge of the pine forest biome, right outside on the outskirts of this one of these massive cities, and we have run across a good few of the residential POIs right here on the outskirts. We've got quite a few right around through here. Then we do have the intersection right here of the burnt forest biome, where I also see a few more of the residential POIs over there in the distance. And then of course we do have the snow biome running the northern crest line right over there. So let's take a peek right around through here. We should notice some pop in here in just a moment. There we are. So here we are running through the burnt forest biome. Let me drop down just a bit. There we go. So it's kind of sparse over here in the burnt forest biome, at least on the northern end actually. It's a good sized town. It'd be a nice place to come loot and raid. I haven't went looking for any of the traders, so I couldn't tell you where any of them are. I think that's one of the, yep, that is one of the Shotgun Messiah either tier 4 or tier 5 POIs right there. Again, nice healthy blend of some of the good POIs, quite a few factory POIs, quite a few of the flatter like the shotgun messiahs, and we're going to float right over here into the snow biome. There we go, nice and bright for us. And again, does not look like it's going to be a super large city. So this is the snow biome, just a bit farther in, and we do have some of the nice looking tier 3 and tier 4 POIs, and there's a couple of tier 5s. Really like that. Looks like there's a Christmas tree in the middle of that. So we've got a nice blend of just about everything. The snow biome, again, up here on the northern portion of the map, this northern crest edge here, and this is kind of like a coastline city that does run, looks like the entire length, just about, yep, runs the entire length of the snow biome here along the northern crest edge of the map, and it is butted right up against a good bit of the burnt forest biome. So if you want some of your burnt forest biome, some of your snow biome, and some of your pine forest biome all in one real close area, then I would recommend maybe taking over one of the residential POIs or a POI right here in this general area. Then you have quick access to burnt forest, to snow, and everything else that you would need. So we are going to run over here to the northeastern corner of this map, and we're going to take a look at this. I believe that is either desert or wasteland right there. I want to say that's wasteland. We're going to jump over here in this little area here, so we can take a look at all three of these biomes in close proximity and see what they look like. And it actually looks like we have a little land bridge right there, so that works out. So yeah, we're gonna pop right over there, which is way over there. So again, I will see you guys there. All right, so here we are right here at the intersection of the snow, a portion of the wasteland, and another portion of the burnt forest biome. And as you can see, it is all nicely just blended together and separated by these lovely little rivers that run along here. So again, this is the edge of the snow biome just here, and then we have a good size city, or a town, should I say, just over here in the wasteland. So we're gonna pop over here and see if maybe we can get lucky and see if there are any of the larger tier 5, tier 4, tier 5 POIs just over there. All right, so here we are in the middle of that wasteland area, just here on the map in the northeastern corner. And we do have a couple of the good-sized POIs. We've got one of the abandoned office towers there. It looks like we have I think that's the Ostrich Hotel. Several of the nice factory POIs. There's a busted up working stiff tools, one of the higher tier working stiff tools. Got a popping pills over there. It looks like we have one of the factory POIs there. I think that's a shotgun messiah. It's either a shotgun messiah or a Shamway. Which one are you? Nope, that is neither. That is a popping pill. So yeah, you've got several of the good factory POIs over here. So a nice little place to come loot and raid and have a bit of fun up here in the northeastern portion of the map. Okay, so we have seen a good bit of what obviously we've seen what the snow biome has to offer. We've seen a good bit of the burnt forest, and it does look like we have some wasteland and desert biome just down here. We've actually got a good bit of the wasteland down towards the central eastern portion, and it looks like there's actually a little desert city here in the middle. So we're gonna go get a bird's eye view of what it looks like around this little desert city. All right, and we're headed that way. So again, guys, I will be right back. All right, guys, so here we are in this little desert town, just here in the central eastern portion of the map. And well, compared to the outskirts of what this little town looks like, this is kind of an oasis. This place is absolutely surrounded by wasteland, and it's going to be pretty sparse wasteland. Actually, there's a few, well, there's several smaller towns dotted around this section of the map. But this actually seems like it'd be a great place to set up. I think that is that a trader? That is a trader. That is a trader. I want to say either Q or Rect. I can't remember. Yep, Trader Q. All right, so we do have a trader right over here. So this actually wouldn't be too bad of a spot if you wanted to come in and just take this entire town over and have access all around you to nothing but a crap load of wasteland. That would be actually a lot of fun. So that is this little section of desert surrounded by wasteland. So we're going to go ahead and continue south, and we're going to come down here and take a look at a good bit more of the desert, and we're going to see what the rest of this desert biome down here has to offer. Then we're going to take a quick peek at this pretty big city right here in the middle of the wasteland, and that's where I think some of those juicier tier 5s might end up being if we get lucky and see some of them on this map. So we're going to jump down here to the southern portion of the map and take a look at all of this awesome deserty goodness, and we will be right back. All right, so here we are over in the desert biome, the actual larger portion of the desert biome down here in the south. And it looks like we've got kind of a small, medium, and a larger city down here in the desert area. So we're down here in the medium-sized city, and again, everything's separated by these nice rivers and these small land bridges that jump across. So I really like those. So taking a look around, looks like more of the standard affair. Obviously, this is vanilla, as I mentioned before, so you're not going to see any of the super interesting or new or off-the-wall POIs that you might see in the PEP POI pack or anything like that. But definitely some standard affair for your desert biomes and things like that. You can see there's more of the wasteland biome over there in the distance. So we're going to jump over to the slightly larger city, take a peek at that, and then we're going to run up to that large city in the center of the map in the wasteland and see if there's anything interesting over there. All right, here we are in the larger of the 3 cities, and for all you guys out there and even gals that play this game that for whatever reason enjoy making the Diamonds Men's Club or the Adult Theater a stomping ground or a stopping point for you, well, I found them right next to La Spank and Cloud 79. So yeah, this seems to be the red light district. So all y'all party goers out there that love wandering around the red light districts and the we're just gonna say the naughtier side of things, well, here you go. Diamonds, the Adult Theater, La Spank, Cloud 79. I don't even know what this is, but there's a school bus sitting right here. Please tell me this is not one of the... I've got to see what this POI is. What is this POI with a school bus here? Oh no! Talk about some interesting map generation there. We have the Special Tots Learning and Daycare Center directly across the street from Diamonds Men's Club, the Adult Theater, and nestled right next to La Spank and Cloud 79. That almost looks like it was done on purpose. That's gorgeous. Oh, there's gonna be a short made out of that. All right, let's get skybound once again. There's one of the evac points over there. That's a good place to go raid if you're looking for ammo and medical supplies and things like that. So we're gonna go from here and make our last stop this good-sized city right here in the wasteland and see if we can find anything interesting there. And then we'll take a quick run back through this southern section of the pine forest biome. Looks like there's some other sections here that you would spawn into with a raft. I actually didn't notice those before. We're going to jump over there and see if we get lucky enough to see one of Fluffy's rafts, and if not, again, I'm sure that's something that Fluffy Panda will take care of in the very near future. So, in the meantime, I'm going to set our waypoint down there, and I will see you guys just over there. Alright guys, and here we are just dead slap in the middle of this Wasteland city here, and while I don't see any of the large tier 5 POIs, I did stumble across this awesome little place right here, right in the center. We have a Poppin' Pills pharmacy just over there. Passing gas, I believe that is store number 4. It's either store number 4 or store number 1. We have a working stiff tools here. We have a cracker book, and then we have the rest of that building showing up. And that is all I see immediately, but if there's going to be that many looting POIs that nearby, I imagine somewhere close by we're also going to see a Savage Country and a Shotgun Messiah POI. Somewhere not terribly far from here. So if you're going... There's another Poppin' Pills right here. Yeah, so if you're looking to come and just loot and stock up on supplies, this is going to be where you want to go. You're going to want to end up right here, right in the middle of this Wasteland POI. And if you're trying to play it safe and you have taken over one of the residential POIs down here in the southern portion of the northern half of the forest POI, or one of these, I'm sorry, not the forest POI, the forest biome, or one of these residential areas, you have access not terribly far away, especially if you set up camp right here, to a lot of goodies over here in the central section of the Wasteland. So yeah, definitely a nice place to come take a look and just go looting with a group of friends. So, and there we go. There's a Mo Power right there. I don't know how we're looking at. And another Poppin' Pills. Is that 3 Poppin' Pills in the same general area? That's, yeah, Looter's Paradise right here, right in the middle of the map. So we're going to jump over to right about the middle of, actually no, I wanted to go look at this. So we're going to jump to the edge of this section of the map, and we're going to see if I overlooked some of these raft spawn points, and then we're going to settle in somewhere right in the middle of the forest biome, and that's where we're going to wrap up this tour. So let's get that over there. All right, and I will meet you guys over there. So as I was on my way over to the edge of the pine forest biome to check out some of those raft spawn points, look what I found. We do have, and both right next to each other, we have both the Deshong Tower and Higashi Pharmaceuticals across the street from one another. And that is going to be right here, and not terribly far from one of your optional spawn locations, just right here inside of this is going to be the southern half of the big cities right here to the west of the map. So we do have some of those nice big juicy tier 5 POIs, and they are very close to the coast. So and there's another one of the good ones over there. That's another abandoned office building, and then another one of the very large factory POIs there. So this would be an excellent place to start, and considering one of your starting options is just over there off the coast, yeah, you could definitely find a place, hunker down, grab a couple of friends, and go raid the Deshong Tower, and then hop right across the street and take care of Higashi Pharmaceuticals. So that looks like it would be a whole lot of fun. With that being said, we're going to jump over here and take a look at the coast and see if I can find some of those rafts. Right, and sadly, again, I don't know if it's an issue with the vanilla version of the map or if I'm missing some files off the download or something of the such. Nope, nothing. But we should be looking at several of the raft spawn locations, but these are going to be where you spawn in at. That's what these represent. And I have been, for those of you wondering, maybe they have been sunken, maybe they're underwater. They are not. I've actually been under the water to look, and they are not down there. But if you spawn into one of these areas and you beeline it for You beeline it for the land to get to the coast. Be warned, if you spawn into this area down here off of the tip of this little peninsula here, because the very first thing you're going to come in contact with is going to be one of your military outposts. So right there, you have one of your military outpost POIs. So be careful if you spawn into that area. You may not want to head straight for the city. You might want to make a wide berth and kind of go around that way. Don't want to head straight for here, because that's naked and level 1 and no real weapons yet. That's just asking to get your ass kicked. So be very careful if you happen to spawn in right here. Alright guys, so we are going to drop down right here on top of Deshong Tower, which, by the way, for those of you that may or may not know, we have actually lost a very, very important member. I don't know if everybody's heard. We've actually lost a very important member of the 7 Days to Die community just before Christmas. So Robert Deshong, the creator of the Deshong Tower and one of the artistic directors of the Fun Pimps, actually passed away very end of 2023. I believe it was in November. It may have been, I want to say it was mid-November, possibly early December. I can't quite remember. But rest in peace, Robert. You may be gone, but you are not forgotten. So with that being said, that's going to wrap up this section of the showcase. Now let's jump over to the Nexus and take a look at where you're going to find this mod map. Alright guys, so here we are over on the Nexus mod space, and you know exactly how this works. Plus there's going to be a link down in the description below, but I've got to show you guys just in case there's some first timers out there that don't know. You're just going to go to 7 Days to Die mods on Google, or you're just going to log into your Nexus. You're going to jump to your 7 Days to Die section, come up here, and you're going to type in Fluffy Panda just as you see it there. Hit enter, and the very first thing you're going to see is the Fluffy Panda A21 Ground Zero 10K vanilla or modded map right there. Now, sitting right next to this is a selfless plug for a possible future episode, is the Fluffy Panda A21 Suburbia Airport 10K. So I've already featured the Mega Suburbia 610 and 16K vanilla or modded maps. But now we have the Fluffy Panda A21 Mega Suburbia, including AH64 Jimbo's infamous airport. Now, in the future, I will be doing prefab mod showcases, and I do believe I may or may not be doing AH64 Jimbo's prefab as my very first flagship pilot episode. So if you guys would like to see me take a good deep dive look at AH64 Jimbo's airport mod, then by all means drop a comment down in the comment section below and let me know what you would think of that. So other than that, yeah, that's how you're going to get a hold of Fluffy Panda's A21 Ground Zero 10K vanilla map, vanilla or modded map right here on Nexus. Alright guys, gals, and gremlins, that's going to do it for today's episode of the Mod Map Showcase, brought to you by Fluffy Panda and his Alpha 21 10K Ground Zero map, both vanilla and modded. So if you would like to go drop Fluffy Panda a line and tell him how good he is doing, or ask him about different mod map things that he is doing in the future, you can oftentimes catch him over on the old Farks Discord or the Tarragon Discord, both linked down in the description below. Also down there you're going to find a link to his PayPal and his Buy Me a Coffee links if you would like to support him and his endeavors in bringing us even more of these absolutely amazing mod maps. Also down in the description below, you're going to find a link to all of my social medias. You can follow me just about anywhere at The Grimstone Gamer. I do follow all gamers back. And you can also see a link to my Patreon down in the description below. If you want to be super awesome and become a gremlin over the holidays, I did add another tier to the Patreon, and there's actually a few more tiers coming in the future. We did hit over 100 subscribers over the Christmas holiday, and my goal is 500 subs before September of this year. Of this year, 2024. So we are on the road to 500, and you guys have been super awesome thus far. So make sure, if you're new around here, to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you can keep up with all of my live streams. You can keep up with all of my newest content. There is also a link in the description to my Discord. Yes, it is still under construction, but it is definitely a place for you guys to come, hang out, meet some of the cast and crew, and keep up with all things Grimstone. So guys, that is going to do it for me. And as always, you guys be amazing to each other. I love each and every single one of you guys and all of the support that you have given me. And remember to always stay great, stay gamers, and stay grim.